Welcome back to another Inform analysis. Now today we're looking at Virgil Van Dijk of Celtic. Now the Celtic centre-back managed to grab himself 2 goals last weekend, which EA decided to give him an Inform card for. So this is just a nice little squad. We stuck him in there. If anybody is interested in purchasing him, it's a nice little SPL/Dutch squad, which plays quite well. A lot of pace on the wings, and you win yourself a lot of corners to test this guy out in the air. Now, if we look at his card stats, he has 67 pace, 61 dribbling, 65 shooting, 76 defending, 66 passing, and 84 heading. Now, obviously, the two standouts are the 76 defending and the 84 heading, especially with him being 6'4" tall and being 98 in strength. Now, 98 strength makes him the second or third strongest player on the game. So at 6'4", 84 heading, 98 strength, you can see why he's going for 156,000 coins currently, because he's just an animal in the air. Now, you know me, I don't score goals with players. I've managed to score twice with him. One of them was even a header. He managed to get himself, in the 9 games I've used him, 2 goals, 1 assist in 9 games. I don't think I've conceded more than 1 goal in any game. He is quite slow, but as I've said about Wes Brown and as I said about Corker, he's an absolute tank. This guy with his 98 strength, I can't emphasise that enough, just how strong he is. People just don't get off him. If he holds you, he gets away. So let's just have now a quick look at his in-game stats. Now, if we look at his in-game stats here, you see it's pretty average ball control with only 67. His dribbling's not good enough either, but his heading actually at 80 is one of his outstanding points. And as you see there, his shot power at 96 means any free kicks you just give to this guy, and he just smashes them. Standing tackle of only 80 is not too impressive for a centre-back, nor is his 68 slide tackling, but as a silver player, that does work altogether. Now, he has 80 aggression, 69 interceptions, which again isn't the highest for a centre-back, and with his lack of pace is a bit damaging. Now, looking at his physical attributes here, these are where he stands out. He has 81 jumping, 74 reactions, 72 sprint speed, 91 stamina, which is quite rare to have such low stamina, but 98 strength. I can't emphasise how important that is for somebody like me that plays sort of slow attacking football, that likes to defend as well. 98 pace to me is just a wonder card. Now, as you see here, he's 6'4", from Holland, centre-back, right-footed, medium work rate, and 2-star weak foot, 2-star skill move. So that's that. So we're going to get into some of his pros and cons. So we're going to be looking at 3 attributes again, which I deem important for defending, which are strength, tackling, and heading. Now, straight away, we're going to a game, and people now try what is known as, or is now being called, the KSI tactic. Just a cheap through ball over the top, but it's absolutely no danger. He just throws his own goalkeeper out of the way. And as you may have noticed here, we're going to focus on strength straight away. If some of the clips are lagging, that was the connection I sadly had to put up with last night, and it is not actually this itself. So as you see, time and time again, he's just throwing people off the ball. Draxler, I believe he does like Remy, and he does people like Bobby Zamora, which isn't too much of a shock in fairness, but he does some of the higher profile names, and he just throws them off the ball each time. Now, as I've said, he has 98 strength, which makes him, I think, the second or third strongest player on the game. Eventually there I give away the foul, but I do stop the player running away. And sorry for the colour clash here with the white on white, but it's just sadly what I got into. Oh, Joe as well. Joe was smashed very often. Bobby Zamora here, as you see, once he gets hold of you, again, just like the Wes Brown reviewer did, once he gets hold of you, you ain't getting away from him. And nice enough there just to get in front of Remy. And this one here is the class one. Remy has absolutely no chance. He's got probably 20-25 pace on top of him, because his pace is quite slow, which is one of his sad sort of cons of this guy. But we're not going to go into that too far, because I don't believe you should be expecting to have much pace on a centre-back too often. Now we're going to his tackling. As you see here, just as he throws Benteke off the ball with his last of his strength scenes, his tackling and interceptions were pretty decent as well. His standing tackle was only 80 and his slide tackle was only 68, so they were quite low, but he did play slightly above it. He wasn't crazily above it, but again, because of his strength, if he was slightly out of position, he could get himself back each time, and he won the ball back often enough for me. Now, his problem was, if he missed the tackle, as you see there, he just, well, that actually wasn't him. Seeing some of the clips here, for example, when he misses the tackle, he just goes so far wide. He recovered there, but his agility is one of his main problems for me. And like his recovery sort of time, if he does miss a tackle, or if you miss a slide tackle with him, you pretty much, it's kind of hard or near impossible to recover with him. But thankfully he doesn't miss that many, and he's got some decent slide tackling in there. Only 68 rated, as I just previously said, but it does feel a bit better than that. And again, his strength just plays part in it time and time again, just winning the ball back. Now, sadly, when he does win the ball back, his passing was a little bit dodgy. I didn't put his passing into his cons because he's a centre-back, so you're not going to be expecting too much passing. But even his short passing now and then was a bit woeful and caused me a lot of trouble at times. So that was a bit worrying. And here, the final tackle. This for me is a perfect slide tackle. The referee eventually gives a penalty. Karma prevails, and I do save the penalty. But I was shocked. I'm going to show you the replay of this. After he gets booked, I just couldn't believe that he actually gave a penalty for this. For me, this is a perfect tackle. Tell me what you think below. If that's not a decent tackle or not. I think it is. So we're going to focus on the last attribute of his heading ability. Now, the only other con I found of him was the price. 156,000 I bought him for. I managed to sell him for 150,000, so I didn't lose too much. So I can't really remember that. But his heading was astonishing. Now, you may know me by now. I don't score headers. I am shocking in the air. But I did, as you'll see in the later clips here, I did actually score a header. And to be honest with you, I should have scored many headers. As you'll see, he just throws defenders out of the way and gets his head onto it. And I don't know if I'm just being really, really unlucky with these, or this is just normal. But as I said, a classic example there of my inability to header. But we do eventually get a goal. The first one coming like this, which I'm not sure, first of all, how it's my player's goal, and second of all, how it actually just even went in. But this one's class. This is what it's all about. Power header, straight in the middle of the goal, but so much power behind it, the keeper's got no chance of saving it. And he does get me an assist, as you'll see in a minute, with my other centre-back, who, I'm not going to lie, probably overdid him. I'll have to give this guy only probably a 6 out of 10 because his price at 150,000 just you can't pay that much for him. It's just, he's not worth it at all. Okay, he's strong, he's good in the air, and he's got 96 shot power, but you don't realistically use him shooting too often, mainly for free kicks now and then, but he's not the greatest. So we'll give him a 6 out of 10. It's probably worth picking up if the price drops, but that's about it. So if you like what you saw, please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time.